Good afternoon, North Park students. This is your Monday Minute with Pastor Justin. Hope everybody's doing great. Just want to give you a recap from last Wednesday and talk about a couple of things we're going to be looking on to this during this holy week of Easter. So we talked a little bit about Easter and about fear, and fear can take away our happiness faster than anything else, right? We all have some sort of fear, right? Whether it's a monster hiding under the bed or closet, whether it's failing a class, whether it's getting rejected by somebody, maybe it's not being able to figure out what you're going to do when you grow up. Whatever it is, we all have some type of a fear. If we boil it down, there is one fear that connects all of our fears. It's this: the fear of death. Now listen, not just physical death, but the fear of the end of something. And whether it's physical death or the death of something we hope for, or the fear of death comes down to losing something we think we'll never get back. When you think of it that way, it's easy to connect almost all of our fears back to the fear of death, because that's what death. Because with that, it seems like death is final. But that's exactly where Easter comes in, right in the middle of our fear of death. And for those who follow Jesus, this is a time, Easter is a season where we celebrate how Jesus came to earth, how he died on a cross, and 3 days later, he rose from the grave. And nobody expected it. He rose from the dead, and it's amazing. It's glorious, and it changed so many people's lives. It's changed my life. It's changed a lot of people's lives in your lives. But it changed this one dude's life named Paul. He writes this in 1 Corinthians 15, verse 54 through 55. He says, "Death is swallowed up in victory. O death, where is your victory? O death, where is your sting?" When Jesus died and rose again, he defeated death. And that means that because of the resurrection, death can no longer defeat us. We no longer have a fear of any kind of death because Jesus destroyed death once and for all. Easter means this, everybody. Listen, Easter means that fear isn't final. If Jesus can defeat death, he can defeat the things you're afraid of too. Fear will try. It will try to make you listen and obey it. And that's what power is all about. But fear is only powerful. It's only powerful if it can convince you that it's final. When Jesus defeated death itself, he showed us that nothing we fear is bigger than him. Even if fear doesn't get the final word, that doesn't mean that there aren't still things that we're going to be afraid of. But listen, it does mean that we are more equipped and to handle those things that you may realize or may not realize. Paul says it also like this in Romans chapter 8, verse 11. He says, "The Spirit of God who raised Jesus from the dead lives in you." That power, that same power that defeated death over 2,000 years ago, when Jesus rose from the dead, is actually inside of people who believe in Jesus Christ today. So let me ask y'all a couple of questions. Let me finish it out. Two questions. One, where has fear been holding you back? Where's it been holding you back? And secondly, what step do you need to take to prove fear doesn't have power over you? Those are two questions I asked Wednesday. Think about them as we continue on this holy week, and as we meet Wednesday night at 6:30 this week. Hey, special announcements are coming up. Tune into our Instagram page, tune into our Facebook page, our YouTube account. We are going to have some special things coming up. We want to do some things to keep you connected to the church and keep you connected to what our ministry is doing. So be on the lookout later today and tomorrow, specifically about a couple of events that we're planning for this Easter season for you guys. Hey, I love y'all. Miss seeing y'all in person. Y'all take it easy. This was your Monday Minute.